All right, so I'm going to tape this right now, but I just wanted to show you what I'm using. Again, I'm going to be using my left hand for mudding, my right hand for holding the pan. It's just something I am not used to at all. But if you're a novice, I suggest you grab something like this. All right? Can you see that okay? Not quite sure if you can. This is a lightweight taping compound. You can tape with this, top with it, skim with it. It sands easy. It's a really easy product to work with. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my pan and my knife, and I'm going to pull some right out of it, just right out of the bucket, just like this. And you can see the consistency of the stuff is not bad. This can be used for topping easily. I don't even have to thin this down at all to top with. But I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be doing it like that. I'm going to thin this down just a little bit. Like I said, not a lot, just enough to make it tape a little easier. So I'm going to just grab my water and just take my brush and just let a little bit of water go in there. And then I'm going to mix it up a little. Now, again, I am very, very clumsy when it comes to using my right hand. But I'll turn the camera up so you can see what I'm doing on that Skylight. Let's see, not that one. It's going to be that one. And I'll zoom it in a little bit. Eek! What is that? It's a monster! All right. All right, now you can see the whole thing. And I'm going to turn on this other camera. And then, like I said, I'm going to just tape this right now. And I'll probably coat it in too. So I've got my tape. Ooh, I really want to use my other hand. So let's see how well this goes. Wow, this is a lot harder than I thought, guys. It's been a long time since I've done this. And I've never done this like this. So somebody who's never taped before, oh my gosh, you are getting a treat here, because this is somebody who's never taped before with his left hand. So, but I know what to do. I'm just not skilled at doing it with this hand. So now I always like to put this between my legs and hold it. I got that little tab right there. That doesn't belong there. Get off of there. All right, see, I got to make sure I'm holding it right, because I want to hold it the other direction. All right, so now I'm going to stick this in here like this. Again, I am doing this exactly the opposite way that I would be doing this. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe this down. Understand, when you are wiping this down, you are taking a lot of the mud out, but not all. If I sat here and wipe this down really, really tight, and then I go to coat this and then it tries to dry, I'm just going to be blistering. This is all going to be blistered. So I'm going to get a close-up on what this looks like once I get this all taped, so you can see exactly what it looks like. All right? But I got to get it taped first. So again, not left-handed. This is kind of funny. I feel like I'm brand new at doing this. No more jokes. No jokes, guys. Yeah, you always look like you were brand new at doing this. I can hear you right now. All right. Hey, that one a little bit smoother. This tape, there's not enough tape there. I switched hands. I got to remember. I got to do it this way. I'm sorry. I got to do it this way. All right. And that should be in. All right. Now, put my 6 in my left hand. And let's do this again. All right, get the tape in place. Wow. I can't believe how hard it is. Hey, you professional tapers out there that aren't ambidextrous, try this sometime. You are going to freak out on how hard it is to tape with the hand that you're not used to. you are going to freak out. That's crazy. I can understand why a lot of people say, oh, taping's hard, taping's hard. It's never been hard for me, but I just don't remember having to learn how to use my knife. I just don't remember that at all. This is not easy. Okay. How would I do this? Oh, I got it. I do it like this. All right. Now, I can put this tape in the angle. And I'm paper taping this. And I'll tell you why. It's because when I did this room so many years ago, straight flex didn't exist. Level line didn't exist. They didn't have any of those things. They weren't around yet. They weren't invented yet. So all of this is paper taped. And honestly, nothing is cracked. I have no cracks in here whatsoever after 30 years. Absolutely none. But it's just crooked because everything is crooked. This whole house is crooked. You know, there was a point where upstairs, when I was redoing the upstairs, my floors, because this is all Bloom construction, the floors had a 3.5 inch bow in the middle of the studs. 3.5 inches. I had to remove and replace all of my floor joists throughout the entire upstairs because they were bowed. And they were using 2x4s, guys. 2x4s for a 14-foot span. And they thought, well, if we just put two 2x4s together, it will work. No, they have to go one on top of each other, then it would have worked. Okay, so I have that tape, that tape. This is looking pretty sloppy, but that's okay. We can coat it in 2, 3, 4 times if need be to make it look good. And we can do that. Uh-oh. Hey, mud just kissed me. All right, my wife's gonna get jealous now. Mud kissed me, oh no. All right. Wow, I just can't get over on how difficult that is. And then I'm going to run this right down the middle. This is pretty round. This is pretty round here. I don't remember why I did that, but I think I did it just because I do notice over here it changes directions. So it's been a long time. Okay, it's taped. Now I want to grab my the 12-inch knife. Let me grab the 12. Here. So I have the 12, and I'm just going to switch to the 12 now. And what I'm going to do, if I can't, this experiment is kind of over, and I'm going to go back to taping professionally with my right hand. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to get mud on top of the seam. All right? That's all I'm going to try to do. Just try to cover that seam. Oh, wow. This is crazy on how this stuff is falling. And hence the big drop cloth underneath me. All right. So I feel like such a beginner. This is funny. This is very, very funny. I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to be left-handed here. It's very hard to remember that I'm left-handed. All right. Now, I didn't thin this down at all. This is straight out of the bucket because this mud, I can do that. I can do that with this mud. Other mud, no, I would definitely have to thin this down if I was using any other mud. But with this mud, I can go ahead and just pull it straight out of the bucket. This is really, really tough. I want to see somebody else do it. Try it. Oh, wow. I'm just getting the mud up here, and now I'm going to work on getting it a little smoother. So, not a lot, because I need a lot of this mud that's on top of this tape. I need the mud there. What I don't need is all of the extra mud. That I don't need. So now that I have it so far, what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to try to feather it out some. So I'm going to bring it out here. Wow, my hand's tired already. When you're not doing this, when you haven't done this, even my wrist is getting tired already. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. And now I'm going to flare this edge. I'm going to flare that edge right there. I don't know which camera caught that the best. Maybe this one. And then I'm going to run it right down the middle, just like that. And then I'm going to walk away. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Walk away. Let's finish this side up now. I don't quite know what to do because, oh, I need more mud there. All right. Now I do. Now I know what to do. I'm going to use my pan so I can push the mud up a little bit better. I need more strength than my fingers got on this particular hand. This hand's not used to carrying a knife. All right, then I'm going to feather this edge in. And now I will wipe it out. Somebody asked me if I would show real time on how it's done. So I'm not going to edit much here. I'm just going to show you the real time. Bear with me. And stay with me. I might say something else funny. I don't know. Or do something else funny. I know I don't swear that often. But I'm about to start because that was not easy. That really was not easy at all. I thought that was going to be much, much easier than that. All right, so now I got this big round spot here. Let's keep it round. Let's keep it round. I'm just going to pull it in like this, right? And I'm going to stop. Now stop. Stop, Ray. Stop it. Okay, I'm just going to stop. It's got edges. It looks like garbage. For me, anyway. But I also want to show you this. You know, I put this angle in, and what I would really like to see you do is just coat the two ends here a little bit, just like this. Just the two ends. All right? And then just strip the edge. Get some mud on there. And strip that edge. All right? Leave it alone. So, guess what I get to do? Oh, for some reason, that camera just went off. But now, I get to go back to doing it the way I do it. So I want to keep going. My other camera died on me. The battery went dead. I've got this one. It's not as good as the other one, but let's see if I can't do this. I'm going to go ahead and coat this in right away. Like I said, I'm going to use the exact same tools that I used as a novice on this other patch, just to show you that I actually can run with these tools too, if I'm using the right hands. So I'm just going to grab some mud here real quick, and then I'll jump up. The exact same mud too that I used over here, but and it's exactly the same. I mean, everything is exactly the same. It's just I'm just using my I'm just holding the knife with my right hand because I am right-handed. So I want to, like I said, I want to get this mud up, get it on there. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to put these videos up, if I'm going to do them separately. If I do them separately, I'll have a link to the other one where I did it as a novice, and vice versa. I'll link this one to the novice one too. So I'll just link the two together. All right. And I'm using a 12. Like I said, I normally don't use a 12, but I used a 12 over there to show them how to, what to use, how to use it. And I do believe if you're doing this for the very first time, you probably want a bigger knife. You don't want to try to use a tiny knife. You want to use a bigger knife, as big as you can handle. I need more mud. And then again, too, normally as a professional, I would have taped this and topped this and skimmed this all in one day. I could easily do that to a patch this size. But I'm not doing it with that patch. So I'm thinking I might as well just make the mess once, or actually over the next couple of days. Because I'm showing you that once you get this thing coated over here, walk away. Don't try to play with it anymore. And I thought, well, then I will just go ahead and coat this one in. But the next time I coat this one in, I'm done. The next time I coat that one in, I probably need another coat on it. But I'll only need one more coat on this one. I will probably need 2 more coats on that one. And I'll put that coat on tomorrow, because if I don't, my wife will kill me for keeping the house a big mess for so long. So I'll put that coat on tomorrow. All right, so now I got it all mudded. It's all mudded. The only difference between this patch and that patch is I didn't have to cut into the angle, so that one I actually angle taped. But I'm going to flare it. Wipe that out. I really don't care for long, big knives like this myself. I prefer a 10. I don't care for a 12. Okay. I'm making a mess in my hand. Yuck. I also don't use a knife like this very often. My knives are different than this. This just happens to be the only 12-inch knife I own. That's because USG wanted me to try it. It's one of the USG knives. They wanted me to try it and they gave it to me. So otherwise I wouldn't have bought it. It was just given to me. It was free. They used to give me a lot of free stuff. One of the head honchos for USG, his brother used to work for me. And so he'd always seek us out. Wow, why is that little holiday not filling in? Fill in. And it's not. There it is. Man, what a mess. All right. We'll do that. And then this, I need to bring it up this way. And I need to carry it all the way through. Because I am rounding that. Bring it up this way. Carry it all the way through. All right. There we have it. We are as done as we're going to be this time. Till this dries. Now normally, if this was Durban, in about 15-20 minutes, because I would have used 20, I'd come in here, I'd scrape this off, and I'd throw another tight coat on top of it. And once that's set up, I'd come in here and I would throw a coat of topping on top of it. But because this is not Durban, I'm going to let this dry now, and I'll come back and I'll put a skim coat on top of this. I should be able to do that with no problems whatsoever and be done with just one more coat on top. Like I said, that one, I'm doing it this way, and I'm not good at doing it this way. So that one there, I'll probably end up doing it with 2 more coats. Have a good day. Hey, If you really like the videos, subscribe. And if you really, really like the videos, please just share them with somebody else. All right, you guys have a great day.